There's a monster bass right there. There's a decent sized one right there. Oh, he took it. He's got it. There are a really big one and then a solid one. That's a solid one. There we go. Number one. Number one. What a catch. What a catch, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck around this log. I'm stuck around this log. Stop, 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 stop. Stop it, buddy. I'm stuck around this dang log. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep pressure on him. Keep pressure on him. It's not quite as big as I thought it was. It's definitely a solid fish. Get up here, buddy. All right, all right. That's a start for the day. It's probably a solid almost 2-pounder. So I came down here, saw an absolute tank. It was probably about a 5 to 6 pounder. Casted right up on it, spooked away pretty much instantly. Super spooky fish. Saw this other guy, thought he was a little bit bigger in the water. It's still nice chunky, probably pushing 1 3/4 right on that Texas rig, but it's a really good sign. This is a pond that I don't usually come to. It's kind of right in the same area as some other ones that I fish, but doesn't usually produce. And that was pretty much first cast right in there. Saw this guy, dropped it right on his head. Let's get him unhooked. Not quite as big as I thought he was, as I said, but still a solid start to the day. And we saw some bigger ones as well. Let's get him back in there. All right, guys, so not a giant, but really, really cool bite. Watched him come up and just absolutely crank the little Guggenbaits Junior trench hog there on a little mini Texas rig, but it's a good start to the day. Nothing giant, but it is definitely a start. Let's get him back. And there he goes. Graceful release right back in there. There's another one sitting right there. This is a pond, like I said, that I don't usually come to. The water is usually super dirty, hard to see in, and it's not a place I have a whole lot of luck at. But of course, I come down here today. There were some people at some of the other spots I was trying to fish, and I was pretty much first cast right on a fish that I saw up shallow. Good sign. And like I said, there was a giant, a really nice fish, probably about a 5 to 6 pounder that I think might be spawning, but I'm not 100% sure. That could have been a male-female pair. That's obviously the male, the smaller one, but that is a good sign. Just a little Guggenbaits trench hog, small little Texas rig. And I'll have to come back to this area, see if I see that big one kind of around this area aggressive, because it could be spawning, but it's a good start to the day. I did see a couple more up shallow around this area, so anyway, it's a good sign. Pretty much first cast right in there. I'm already seeing some more fish. He's gonna eat. He's gonna... He ate it. Oh my God, that was so cool. Oh my God, that was so cool. That was so cool. And I forgot to open my bail. Oh my gosh. That is such a rookie mistake. That is insane. That was such a cool bite though. That's actually so annoying. Probably about the same size as the last one, maybe a little bit bigger. It might have been a 2-pounder. Came up from right over there. I saw him, made the weirdest pitch of all time. Over to him, he absolutely cranked it. He's running away with it. Forgot to open my bail so I could let line out. Of course, that tension causes that fish to drop the bait. That is a rookie mistake right there. It's one thing I really like to do when I'm fishing, especially when you can see that fish eat it. I could see that fish eat it, did not get the whole bait in its mouth. I saw it run. He's right here, he's right here, he's right here, he's right here, he's right here. I mean, he didn't feel the hook, that's for sure. He did not feel the hook. I think I saw him again. Oh, yep, he ate it, he ate it, he ate it, he ate it, he ate it. He's got it, yep. That was so cool. That is so cool. It is not often that you get a second chance on a fish like that. Let's let some line out and bring him up. Oh my God, that was sick. That was absolutely insane. It might be a little bit bigger. Perfect hood set right in the side of the mouth. That was insane. I wonder if this is a different fish. It seems around the same size, but that was absolutely insane. Of course, I cast in there, like I said, rookie mistake. I missed the fish. I see another one, presumably the same fish, come back and eat it. That time I didn't make the rookie mistake, and we absolutely pinned him, but that was pretty cool. Two really nice fish. I mean, once again, it's not quite as big as I thought. It's similar size to that first one, maybe slightly bit smaller, but what an eat. What a cool eat in a pond that's usually super dirty. I can never sight fish in it. We're sight fishing, and we're having some luck. Now let's see if we can't get on a bigger one. That's a solid number 2 on the day, though. Let's get him back. Well, that was a cool little eat. Solid little fish. Maybe a little bit smaller than that first one. Still a nice one. Let's see if we can't get down there, not trip and fall, and get him back in the water. Nice little release again. And he's right back in there. Well, that was pretty cool. I mean, you guys saw, rookie mistake. Didn't open the bail, didn't let him eat it. And of course, he comes back. I wonder if that fish was guarding a bed. I mean, I don't see a cleared off spot. I don't see another fish paired up with it. I mean, it's possible that that fish was on a bed, but I really don't think it was. I think it was just a super aggressive fish. I'm just trying to look around, see if there's any sort of cleared off area, maybe another paired fish with it. But that was cool fish. Number 2 on the day. Didn't come out here with a whole lot of expectations. Didn't end up being able to go to the pond I originally wanted to go to. Decided to come down to this one just down the road, and of course, we've got 2 nice little, solid little fish. Nothing too special, but this is a pond, for one thing, that I know has some giants. Is that a fish? No, it's not. That I know has some giants in it. So, if there are fish biting, especially if they're eating a little trench hog like this, is one of my favorite ways to fish, then we might be able to get on one. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get back in there, and hey, maybe we'll make a day out of this. Let's get back in there. When I'm fishing, especially in clear water, that initial drop is something that's super important. Because that bait hitting the water, that's going to attract some fish to look over, see what's happening, and just letting that bait sit and land on the bottom. A lot of times I let it sit there for quite a while. Especially clean water when these fish from pretty far away could see it. If I start moving that bait right away, some of those further away fish, they're not going to have enough time to react, possibly come over and eat your bait. But if I let it sit, not for too long, I'm not saying let it sit for 30 seconds, but just for like 5 extra seconds, let it sit on the bottom. And then those fish are coming over, they're interested, you twitch it, causes that reaction strike, and that's how it happens a lot of times. Oh, that's a fish. Watched him just eat it. Watched him just eat it. It's not a giant. Let some line out. Let him take it. Yep, got him, little guy, tiny little guy. That was so cool, watched him eat it. Oh my gosh, coming for the face. What a boat flip. That's fish number 3. Little guy. Oh, nearly stuck me with the hook. Nearly stuck me with the hook. Ow, that hurt. Anyway, that's number 3. Solid little fish, let's get him back quick. But number 3 on the day, little guy, saw him come up and eat it. Tried to stick me with that hook. Just kind of making my way back to my stuff, and that is number 3, let's get him back. All right, guys, number 3, little guy, definitely a downgrade, but I'll still take it. Still a nice little fish. Oh, there he goes. I'll take it. Number 3 on the day, all in the same little bait, same little presentation. We're pegging just a, what is this? A 3/16 ounce weight, small little weight, little 3/0 Texas rig hook, and of course the junior size trench hog. We're fishing a small pond here today, as you can see. This thing is absolutely micro, so we're downsizing the stuff, or our technique just a little bit. We've got a 3/0 hook instead of a 4/0 that I would usually throw. We've got the junior size bait on there, and we've only gotten a 3/16 ounce weight on there, rather than maybe a 1/4 ounce, a 1/2 ounce if I'm fishing a little bit deeper and some more grass. But still a good little fish, I'll take it. Number 3, we're starting to put together a little pattern here at this pond. Let's get back in there, and I mean, they're biting. There are big fish in this pond as well. Let's get back in there and get on. Hopefully, an absolute giant. Let's go. Oh, that's a bite. That's a bite. Something super finicky, whatever it is. Yeah, he's taking it. He's running with it. Does not seem big, but now he's running with it. Oh my God, what the heck? What the heck? Something stuck up in my rod. It's not a very big fish, I don't think. But I'm stuck in something. I'm stuck in so much grass. It is not a big fish, I don't think. It is, I mean, it's an all right fish, but it's not that big. Wow, I got stuck up in so much grass, and I felt like an absolute giant on this tiny little finesse stick. It's a solid little fish, I'll take it. It's number 1 for this pond, possibly the last fish of the day. But there we go. Another little guy. This fish is much warmer than those fish over at the other pond. He's actually beat up a little bit on top and even on his fin right there. Got attacked by something, but solid little fish. Felt like a giant. I think I might have been stuck with the line around my rod tip, but it's number 4 on the day. Solid little fish. Let's get him back. All right, guys, that is number 4 on the day. Just a little squeaker, but I'll take it. There he goes. First one at the new pond. I think my rod or my line must have been stuck just around my rod tip. That coupled with the fact that I got in all this grass and I'm using this light finesse rod, felt like an absolute giant. Of course, by that bite, I knew it wasn't too big. But there's number 1. First one kind of running around this pond. Like I said before, I'm kind of what I like to call speed fishing, and that's basically I'm only taking casts at the high probability areas. I'm going to take a pitch, work this bait in for a little bit, and then take another cast. I'm not going to be taking too many casts way out towards the middle. If I see a good spot, let's say there's a little reed there, maybe a drop off, maybe an open spot in the reeds where there might be a bed, something like that. That's where I'm going to take a cast. I'm getting bit again. Those are the spots I'm going to be taking casts in those kind of high probability areas where you think there's going to be fish. You're not going to cover the most amount of water with this in terms of taking long casts out into the middle, but you will get around that pond quickly. And if there are any aggressive fish, kind of where they should be, you can catch them. There's number 1. See if I can't catch one more. As you guys can see, the sun is going down quite rapidly now. This pond always produces some fish, even last minute. Let's get back in there, stop talking, and hopefully can't get on another one.